A disparaging voicemail from CCPD says it left him feeling pretty helpless.
Yeah, he says it's what the officer said after she thought she had ended the call that shocked him. Tonight, we're hearing that voicemail and the apology coming from police. Our Bill Churchwell is here with tonight's top story.
Yeah, imagine getting a voicemail from a police officer about a pretty serious matter, only to hear them make fun of your situation instead. Ezra Alanis says that he wanted to speak out about the call he got in order to keep it from happening to someone else.
Get in, and she just starts boom, boom, boom.
Ezra Alanis is talking about a pretty scary encounter he had with a stranger as he was getting in his car for work in the early morning hours last Wednesday.
Terrified. I just knew I had to get out of there.
You're okay?
I'm okay. Everyone's okay, yeah.
Alanis tells me he ended up calling CCPD's non-emergency number to report the woman, leaving a message for an officer to call back.
I waited, fell asleep.
Time passed and he realized he had a voicemail from that non-emergency number you see here.
Minute 44-second voicemail. Decided to listen to it because it was oddly long.
So he pushed play. The message started out normal enough.
Reporting calls back at 886-2600.
But then things took a different tone when the officer thought she had hung up.
You're an idiot. Don't even bother calling us back. And she says she should have asked me, how old am I? Whoever was hitting your car should have knocked you out.
How old are you? Did you still have that stupid on your...
We had to boost up the audio, but you can hear it for yourself in the background, that unexpected conversation.
The person that was hitting your car should knock you out. But it's too early for that. You're an idiot. Don't even bother calling us back.
I called my mom. I was like, you have to listen to this voicemail that the police department just left me.
It's not the kind of message Alanis expected from a public servant. He believes the officer is reacting to his own voicemail greeting where he pretends to answer. Here's how that sounds.
Yeah, what's up? You got played, son.
I guess my voicemail just angered them that much to where they had to treat me like that.
He says his greeting is meant for all those scammer calls he gets. Still, he says it doesn't justify what the officer said.
No, definitely not.
We have identified the officer that answered that phone call.
I spoke about the situation with Lieutenant Michael Pena of CCPD.
You know, I reached out to Ezra to apologize for the message that was on his voicemail. It's not indicative of the Corpus Christi Police Department.
Lieutenant Pena doesn't want what happened to deter Alanis or anyone else from calling again when they need help.
The police department, we are a customer-based organization, a customer service. And we want to make sure that everybody has the best customer service that they can.
Now tonight, Alanis told me that this was his very first experience having to reach out to police for a situation. Now you might be wondering why he didn't call 911. He did, but because it was something that wasn't happening in the moment, he was directed to call that non-emergency number. Lieutenant Pena says if needed, the department would also look at their policies and procedures to make sure this doesn't happen again. Back to you.